Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Gemini for February 2022. Keep in mind it's general, take what you feel resonates for you, and remember no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you, your active free will, the choices you make, the steps you take in your world, and how you integrate this message. So for all my subscribers as well, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for being here. You mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe, join the journey with me. I'd love to encounter your energy more often. So before I get into the messages, I'm just going to take a moment to call in spirit. I'm going to ask Archangel Metatron, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Gabriel, as well as Archangel Michael. Wow, hard I forgot him. My team of light and any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective to join us. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you guys who would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel possible. So we're delivering messages that are for the most farthest of reaching, but we're only delivering messages for the top shelf, for the highest good, for everyone who's watching. So let's get started today. I'm going to start off with the Moonology Oracle and see what little spiritual advice Spirit has for us today. So messages for Gemini, please. Spiritual advice for February 2022. Guys, keep in mind, even though I'm bringing this message in February, it's timeless. Whenever it resonates, it may resonate. So it may pick up on something from the past, something you're going through right now, or something that hasn't happened at all, or even past life. So just keep an open mind, my friends, and a discerning heart. So Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini, please? What spiritual guidance do you have? Thank you. So, what did we get? Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. I think that's a good one. I think it's a sign for us, okay? So communication definitely is key, and I think it's going to be really important to speak your needs, to speak your wants, speak your desires, and really communicate with the people in your world that mean something to you. This also could be, we're communicating our needs and desires. We're also communicating, what I heard is if we're getting overstimulated, if we're getting anxiety, that kind of thing, we're communicating that with the people around us as well. So they're not really understanding maybe sometimes if we have loud or crazy outbursts, maybe if we get anxiety or something like that. I think it's just really important to talk to the people around you and to express yourself and to do that truly as well. There may be communication coming your way this month as well, and this is where when they talk about communication is key, it's not a one-way street, it's not a monologue, right? We're having a dialogue. It takes 2, 3, if it's more than that, right? If it's more than 2 people. But communication is key this month, as well as this new moon in Gemini. I think this is time for you to maybe set some goals for yourself in terms of how you communicate as well. So Spirit, what messages, what else would you have to tell us with communication is key? And you get be bold and make the first move. For some of you, this is you going after what you want, that active free will. Right? So it's the choices we make, the steps we take, the things that we can do at the tips of our fingers, the soles of our feet, and what comes out of our mouth. We can control these things. Make the first move. For some of you, I feel like you may have been wanting to talk to someone for a while. You have the bottom under here, which is the new moon in Taurus. And prosperity lies ahead. I feel like there could be a situation where there has been either no communication for a long time, and this could be because of fear of rejection, fear of failure. It could be just not even sure how to get what you need to say out. And I feel like Spirit's really stressing here the importance of when we speak and when we go after what we want, when we communicate ourselves, this is where our prosperity lies. Because if we don't communicate those needs and those desires and those wants, the people around us aren't going to know that. As well as, how are we going to get us out into the world? Speaking the truth out into the world is key. So for some of you, I heard this is positive affirmations that support your own personal power. For others of you, this really is like prosperity could be financial, but it could be that in this material realm, whatever communication, whatever ideas or thoughts that you need to share, they're going to really benefit the situation at hand. So I'm going to start off with the Line Strider Tarot and get a little bit of tarot wisdom here for us. Spirit, can you tell us more about the situation? Thank you. So all three in the reverse, and you have the King of Pentacles in the upright at the bottom. So we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. And for some of you guys, this may feel like you don't feel like you had a choice in something. The Nine of Wands in the reverse, though, is that we've been through some shit. We've been through some hard times, but we're getting out of that, and that's a wonderful energy. This Ten of Wands, though, it's not completely over. And I do feel like for some of you, this has been a fight. I did hear stalemate as well, where's communication's key? Well, no one's talking right now. So yes, there's a stalemate. I do feel like it's going to be really important to make sure that you're focusing on all of your options and all of the choices. And this could also be that there's more than two, or there's more than one. There's a lot of different things that you can do. And what I heard is, do you need to just choose one? We're multifaceted, multi-dimensional beings. And if there is a lot of opportunity for you, you may not have the time to put in the required time it's going to take for everything. So what I heard is, as well, is to make sure that you're prioritizing your commitments. With this Ten of Wands, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're burning your candle at both ends and you're feeling like this guy, still walking through battle weary. I think as well that with this communication, there is a lot to it about how we communicate, because there is ways of getting our point across that are peaceful, and there's ways that are not so peaceful. And it's not just about peacefulness, it's about love as well. There are loving ways to get our point across, and there are non-loving ways. Gemini, I'm a Gemini too, so we're the twins. There's duality built within us, right? And I think that this is really important, that we are also very connected to Mercury. Mercury is our ruling planet, about understanding, about thoughts, communication. And here is where it's time that if we've gained some clarity, if we've gained some understanding, it's time to kind of help that move down the chain or down the line, so that we can kind of help other people get that clarity as well. So with this King of Pentacles, you could be dealing with an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I do feel like, though, this is also you going, you know what? You're going to be communicating in your highest vibration. This King of Pentacles is the last card in the whole deck. And isn't he wise? I'm drawn to the eyes as well, this beautiful brown color. My cat has these eyes too. My cat has eyes just like that, and it's almost like they pierce you. So this is wisdom as well, and guidance, and being connected to spirit, because his crown also has a star here. This is using all of your resources going forward in a very grounded way. And I think that with the Seven of Cups, Ten of Wands, again, you may not have known many other ways, I heard. So depending on, and so I heard right now, this is the ending of a major cycle and something new is coming. And if we need to communicate from situations from the past, we need to do that with a clear mind and clear eyes. If we are communicating something now that is going to catapult us into something new, we need to make that first move. This could be a job, going after a job you want. This could be, setting up your business. Four of Cups is here. For some of you, this could be really missing someone and wanting to communicate, but again, not sure how. I think that this is where what I heard is start from the beginning. Start with your feelings. Now, for some of you, like I said, this is not a monologue. This is a dialogue or a conversation to, you may have someone around you, or the person or group of people that you need to communicate to. You cannot control how they're going to react or respond to what you have to say, so just remember that. Tell me more about this Four of Cups, please, Spirit. With prosperity lies ahead, too, there could be something where, you may be afraid to talk or afraid to communicate, but the the situation over here, whatever prosperity it is, has been waiting, saying, God, I wish they would. So we have the Hierophant here, which is your spiritual understanding, spiritual connections. This is marriage. This is authority. This is the keeper of knowledge and the secret holder. My friends, I feel like this represents you. This could also be a Virgo as well. Ace of Pentacles. Something's new. And the Moon in the reverse. Because secrets are coming out. What I heard as well for some of you is lies have been completed. You have the Seven of Pentacles here as well, which is waiting. For some of you, few people, you guys, right? For some of you, somebody or some situation has hidden. What I heard is a lot of thoughts and a lot of emotions. There's not cups here other than the Four of Cups. But I feel like whatever has been withheld, whatever information has been withheld, whatever conversations have been withheld, that you or this person or both have felt like you've waited a really long time for this. Now, it may be that it wasn't the time to have the conversations because the knowledge wasn't there, that it wasn't time because it just wasn't time. So I'm going to get some clarity here on this Ace of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I'm going to take this card. You have the King of Bows with the Adder. King of Wands, my friends. There's also something I hear about staying warm. Okay, so these guys, when they come out, they're cold-blooded, right? And when they come out of hibernation, it isn't going to be the warmest time of year. So some of them really will need to coil together in order to stay warm, okay? But this is also, I heard, working in partnership. This is working together. These snakes aren't trying to strangle each other or fight over resources. They're trying to work together to create warmth so that everyone is going to be able to thrive. Now, what I did hear with this particular one as well was mating season, okay? Coiling together for some of you. But then this could be, if this is what this is really opening up and communicating about what you like in the bedroom, what you don't like in the bedroom. For some of you, I feel like this is important as well if we've been through any kind of trauma, especially if you're engaging in a relationship and of a sexual form and you've encountered or experienced sexual trauma. There may be ways that this really affects your life, and it may be something that you need to tell your partner. Be like, you know what? I get that you're frustrated, or I understand, you're not understanding me, but, I'm really dealing with some stuff, and I've had a hard life, and this is what's going on. You don't need to disclose that. However, I do feel like if this partnership or relationship or whatever this is that you're moving into, communication really is key. And not everyone is as intuitive or empathic to see when other people are struggling. So, again, it doesn't have to be necessarily, that kind of stuff. But if it is, and if there's a lot of passion, you just may need to open up and say, I've had a hard time going forward. We need to slow this down, okay? I feel like honesty is key here. And with this moon in the reverse, it's because things are going to come out. They can't be hidden any longer. Somebody may really try to keep it hidden, though. And they're drawing me to the Lobster. That these guys mate for life. We have dogs here with loyalty as well as the wolf. And I think it's really important as well here because some of you may have, I say wolf blood, wolf spirit. The dog spirit as well may be important to you. Maybe you want to eat some lobster, or you feel affiliation with the lobster as well. But there's a shattering coming off of that moon as well. So it being in the reverse, there may be places as well, I heard, where you feel like somebody has been disloyal to you or not been loyal. And I heard instead of making assumptions or anything like that, you really need to discuss with this person what's going on. I feel like you're hiding something, or I feel like you're withholding love from me. Can we talk about that? So this is really important in terms of a new start and a new beginning and something that's grounded, is you gotta wait for the right one to come along. Or for some of you, this, what I heard is, it's you've been waiting for the right opportunity to strike or to talk, right? To go out, to be bold and to make that first move. And what I heard is the time is now with this adder. The time is now. Underneath that was the 5 of arrows and frustration, and I feel like it's because we don't want to stay in this frustration energy anymore, right? We don't want to stay in the 5 swords. This is removing ourselves from that, because there's been a lot of mental anguish and inner turmoil, I heard, and it has not served you well. It's time to see what life is going to look like without all that stuff lingering and moving in the background. So, Spirit, can you tell me more about this adder with the 5 of Swords, please? Thank you. And you get stones, 7 of stones with healing. And I love this because here we have the 7 of Cups in the reverse, not really being able to see options, or being very confused, I feel like, in terms of love and what love is, what we want, and what we want to experience as love, to healing with the 7 of stones, to making the choice. Again, I feel like this could be what you're communicating about, is the things that need to be healed. People in our world that are here for our highest good and that are going to be committed to us, they're not going to run away because you got some scars. And it would just help them understand you a little bit more. I think that it is just really important, though, that throughout this, for some of you, you may want to see a healer or a Reiki practitioner. For some of you, this is a spiritual healer. For some of you as well, I feel like if there are things that you're guided to do to heal your physical body, this could be, eating better, avoiding certain foods or drinks, getting exercise, literally on this planet, like what you can do in the here and now. This is going to be important. This is a very passive healing. However, I feel like there's a lot being done in the spirit realm. So again, I also feel like for some of you, it may be really helpful to see a healer, to see a spiritual healer, or to be listening to different vibrational healing frequencies as well. And you can find lots of that on YouTube. Even if you don't go see a spiritual healer, you can find on YouTube spiritual videos and spiritual healing videos, Reiki, vibration as well. So can you tell me more about the 7 of Stones, please, Spirit? And you get the Lovers. You got the Lovers. And that's really awesome, too. That's you guys as well, Gemini. This is us. This is our card. But there is a love, what I heard, beyond imagination, beyond measure, waiting for you. On the other side of making this bold move. On the other side of communicating your wants. On the other side of a long, hard wait. There's love. And there's partnership. And I heard there's commitment, and these are goals. It's a beautiful card. This hand fasting. For some of you, I do feel like as well, you may have a connection in your hands when you hold on to someone's hand, and it may be something that as well you're going to want to open up about to this person. It could be, again, I feel like that with this, there's a lot of healing as well. Your hands may be very healing. For some of you as well, as I heard, if you've been attuned to Reiki or energy work, that you want to make sure you're staying grounded as well, and that you're not depleting your energy through your hands, because I do feel like everything you touch is going to turn to gold. Everything you touch, you're alchemizing into something more. And you have a very healing presence on people. And for some of us, it may just be because you're sharing your experiences, and those people are hearing you, and it's healing a part of themselves that maybe not everyone knows how to talk about. There's a lot of messages and a lot of ways you can take this message, but something good is coming after a really long wait. And it's something beautiful and something innocent. So the bottom of the deck is the 9 of Vessels with generosity. This is giving and receiving in balance, and giving what we have without prejudice, I heard, and without conditions. This is also knowing that we can do that because our cup is overflowing. All of our cups are overflowing. I do find that as well, this partnership is going to bring a lot of peace and happiness to your life. So let me get a little bit here from the Earth Magic Oracle and see what this advice going forward is. Thank you. Cards want to drop today. Focus. And crystals. Crystal healing as well. Particularly amethyst here. As well as we have some spirit here. I think it's important to remember as well that all crystals have a fairy. All crystals have an energy. All crystals have a spirit. So treat them wisely. For some of you as well, what I heard is if you've been using a lot of crystals throughout the process or using a lot of things, it may be really helpful to cleanse them. So you may just want to even, I sometimes put mine, I have a candle holder, it's Himalayan salt. I'll put my crystals just sitting on there, so you know what, charge them up. You can put them out in the moonlight. If they're water safe, you know, you can just wash off in the water. Request that spirit cleans this out. You can imagine white light and, you know, envision the Reiki light clearing them out as well. For some of you, what I heard is when you want to pick your stones, you may want to use your hands, go over your rocks, and see which one is it that was calling to me. I have yellow calcite here, and I was really strongly guided to wear yellow, and I think it's because it's just showing you the importance of your self-worth. So I feel like this is focusing more on the energy you'd like to create in your world and not focusing on the past that's hurt you. That's the message I have. I hope it resonates. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.